Alright, so here we have some honorable mentions before we start actually looking at my favorite figures. So we have Trunks here. Pretty good figure. Let's raise the camera a little bit. Pretty good figure here. It's not a half bad figure. It's just not in my favor. It's pretty good, but like I said, I really didn't care for it, but it's a pretty good figure. I ain't gonna cap. Next up, we have Tony Stark that came with Mark 1 Iron Man, which I'm not going to show because that's just too much. But it came with the pack with him, and I think Tony Stark, he is pretty good. Like, he looks pretty accurate to Robert Downey Jr. I'm not going to lie. So, he is pretty fire. I'm not going to cap. This is this Gogeta Super Saiyan Blue. I do have his halo. I just didn't want to put him on him. But, yeah, he's pretty cool. It's just, like, didn't quite make the cut because, like, his hands are really easy to come off. Like, let's see if one of these come off. But, like, when you're playing with, boom, look, that just popped off right here. But other than that, it's pretty good, but it doesn't really compare. None of these really compare to the Individuals. So, this is made by the same people that made the Venom and the Carnage, which you will see. See, look at that. You'll see that later in the video. This is a really good figure. It has so much potential, but like it just falls apart easily. So easily. And look, I even broke one and I tried to glue it back on, but it didn't work. But it had so much potential, and I think if they ever do upgrade the price, this will have so much potential. Plus, these are super annoying to put in. His claws, you can't even play with them. It's just like a posable figure when you have the claws in. But other than that, it's a bunch of styles for his head, and that's pretty much it with that figure. So, this man. This comes the closest to being on the top 10. This guy was the closest to being on the top 10. I have to raise it because he's pretty big. I'm not going to cap. But he is huge. He is, let's see. Let's take Tony, for example. Look at this guy. Look at this guy next to Tony, bro. That is humongous. But this is a pretty good one. His cape comes off. I prefer him with the cape, but when I'm doing videos, I usually take it off. And sometimes I might take this off because it just kind of clutters up his face, in my opinion. But those are the two accessories. You could also take off these gauntlet things right here, but I really prefer not to. What else was he gonna say? But yeah, this is a pretty good figure. This one comes the closest to being in, this one comes the closest to being in my top 10. It's a really good figure. I love Skelegod. It is probably one of the best figures, like I said, that I own. If I was making a top 20, he would be at the 11th spot. Let me know if I should do that. Maybe I will. So, let's put that away and let's start. Alright, so hey guys, we are going to be looking at my top 10 favorite action figures. Let's get right into it. So, my first favorite action figure, it is, here, let me raise this up a little bit. It is this Carnage. The reason why this one has great joints and everything, it's just these are very fragile. Like, let me take a look at this Venom that I had, for example. His body kind of snapped in half. I never found the piece to connect it and lost his faceplate. Other than that, I still have all the pieces to him. And actually, you'll see this guy in a minute. For this Carnage, I used his hands, which were perfect for fighting scenes. But this was my 10th favorite figure because it has really good joints, but you will also have to be very fragile with it. I also love him in this pose. I would just imagine maybe my Spider-Man figure coming down or something at him. I don't know, but it's just a really good figure in my opinion. And speaking of the exact same figures, we have a tag team duo here. We have Spider-Man. I really don't have any Spider-Man except for the other Spider-Man that you'll see in this video later. Here, let's put these guys on the side. This one here, let me raise the camera a little bit more. This one is Spider-Man No Way Home integrated suit Spider-Man. I love the double joints. They are pretty good once you stretch them out. Yeah, this is a pretty good one, and this is another one of my favorite action figures. So this one should be number 9, if I'm correct. Yes, this is number 9. This is, again, I would prefer this Carnage over this Spider-Man, because this one has so much more better joints than the Carnage, in my opinion, or at least that's just my Carnage. I do have Cletus Cassidy's head, and I do have the other hand options. I just currently prefer to use these from the other Carnage we just showed. So let me get these out the way. And so this is Frieza. This I keep thinking of Diamond Select, because Diamond Select has a lot of pretty good figures too, but I only really have one figure from Diamond Select. It didn't make this list because it's not that good. But this Frieza from Dragon Stars is one of the best Dragon Stars. This is the best Dragon Stars figure that I own. Like, look at this. Like, what is this? Let's get my Goku over here for a minute. What is this? My Goku can barely even do the splits. And then take Frieza over here, just dogging on that man. Like, the tail too. This is peak. Get this Goku out of here. This is peak. This is peak Dragon Stars right here. One of my favorite figures. This is top 8 right here. Really good figure. I recommend this if you're looking for a Frieza and you don't want to get like the $50 ones, or this is the closest one you can get. And I would recommend painting him. I just don't want to paint mine right now because I don't have a second one. So maybe if I do get a second one, I'll paint him, make him black or gold. Or I'll just probably buy the gold one. All right. At number 7 here, we have this Bakugo. I have really high hopes for this. The accessories and the posability look really good. I'm going to have so much fun when this figure comes. So I can't wait for this. It looks very good and posable. I haven't seen any videos, so I'm probably going to look up a review or something. And this Gohan as number 6. I already have this Gohan, just not currently with me. And this is a really good Gohan with the joints and everything, and all the hands and the face options. I think this is a really good Gohan. Coming in at number 5, we have this Gargoyle, which is incredible. It has a great articulation, and it has claws, open claws and closed claws, garlic that the gargoyles eat, and it also has a book that is really cool. Very good, really good joints. The tail is amazing too. Just a really good figure. Alright, so next up we have this Mortal Kombat Batman Who Laughs. This is a really good figure, and this is why it's in this top 4 spot. Oh my god, I cannot tell you, the joints and the cape doesn't even get in the way. It does a little bit, but it doesn't get in the way as much as you can tell. So it has really good joints, good accessory. Well, it only comes with one accessory, which is his scythe thing, but this is still a really good figure, and I recommend it if you are trying to look for a Batman Who Laughs figure and you don't want to get like an expensive one. This is a go-to choice. This is a really good one. It's from the Mortal Kombat line. I really don't know what. I got this for Christmas, but it's one of my top. That's why it's on my 4th favorite figures. This Gohan has all the qualities of the last Gohan, but just beast and more better. It literally has more hand options, as you see in this photo, and it's going to have a special beam cannon. Just going to be the best. Next up here, we have this Spider-Man, which I am going to have to lift this up to the top that it can. That's the highest it can go. This is how big this Spider-Man is. So this Spider-Man is super duper big. Yes, I could say that. I'm going to have to move it sideways. That's how big it is. Maybe if I could do something else, I'll probably make a full review on this, because it's so big. I'll have to make another camera angle and stuff. But this is pretty cool. Oh my god. See, that's how big it is. It's hitting the camera. But this is phenomenal. I love this. This is why it's my 2nd favorite, and you'll see the 1st favorite. But But I usually don't prefer 12-inch scale action figures. I usually prefer 6-inch. But this is pretty cool with the webs, and it has the different hands and the different lenses that can come off. So this is why this is my second favorite figure. All right, let's go into the first favorite. Now this should be self-explanatory. Just look at this. I feel like I haven't had any Mezco figures, but from the ones that I've seen, any Mezco figure tops every single one of any of these here. Mezco figures are so awesome. So I have this Mezco Wolverine. It comes with a bunch of accessories. Like I just have picked a few random selected ones. Really good joints, look up. Really good, looks up, down, really good. And the thing is, look at this detail. Look at this attention to detail right here. Let me lower the camera down now that it's not 12-inch scale. That has chest hairs. It's even in the back too, which is crazy in my opinion that they didn't even need to include that. But this is a really good action figure in my opinion, and I think if you have 150, 40 laying around, you should get it. And I do have the shoulder pads. I believe they are somewhere. I really don't know where. They're probably somewhere in the box that's over there. Yeah, that has been my full action figure review, and hope you guys enjoyed. That's the end of this video. See you next time. Bye.